Now hey guys, welcome back to the channel, another Swiss01 video, and yes, welcome back to Flight Simulator Fun with Swiss01 and cows. Yeah, today, whoa, welcome back to Scotland today, and we're on the small island of Papa Westray, a small Scottish island with a small airport. Indeed, this is a pretty small airport, which makes it interesting that this airport actually operates commercial planes. Yes, you can actually book tickets online to this place, and not any ticket, but, you know, basically we know of this place for being connected to another island that's very nearby. In fact, it's right here. Yes, of course, the shortest flight on this planet from Westray, which is right here, to Papa Westray, which is right here. And that is, I think, a scheduled flight of 1.5 minutes. And indeed, you can actually book it online. I think even Google Flights has it. If you have around like 20 spare euros, then I can recommend you only to book this flight. Yes, indeed, Logan Air, which is like a Scottish regional airline, flies here. This is not Logan Air here, but they actually fly this very plane here. This is the BN2 Islander. As you can see, a plane that's not particularly big, but probably perfect for this place here. This is a turboprop plane, meaning that it doesn't need a long runway like at all. You know, with its very strong reverse thrust and everything, which is actually very much needed here, especially here at Papa Westray, which only has a runway length of how much? Oh damn, that's like barely 500 meters. So yeah, that's interesting for sure. I mean, last year, actually the beginning of last year, I tried flying, I think, the biggest plane on the shortest route, and that really didn't work. The A380 could not fly here at all, obviously just because of the runway size that we have here. Today, let's maybe find out what actual plane can fly here. You know, this plane is, after all, very, very, very small, can only operate a few passengers, and maybe we can make this flight a little bit more efficient by making, you know, bigger planes operate here. But let's also talk about the future of this flight, because maybe this will not last forever, this whole thing here. Let's go ahead and take off first. There we go. We're looking good. We're gaining a lot of speed. This is a very powerful plane. You know, this plane is basically known for being such an island hopper, which, I mean, as the name suggests, is, you know, it hops throughout islands, right? Okay, now let's go ahead and do exactly this kind of hopping. We have done a left turn, and we can immediately actually fly in for an approach or something, because, you know, the runway of Westray is coming up. Actually, it's to the right here. This is a very short flight. Especially, you know, this plane, it does kind of sound like a lawnmower, doesn't it? It does sound like a lawnmower, and it's, I don't really like how this plane flies, to be honest. This is actually the first time I'm flying this plane, and I don't really feel comfortable flying this plane. There's like, it's not particularly that easy to control and that forgiving. But let's go ahead and get this plane landed down here on Westray's runway. So, you know, these runways are so small that they don't even have proper runway markings on them, which is always a warning sign for me. Oh, this is... Okay, this was almost a hard landing. That was now a great landing, actually. Let's go ahead and stop. Oh, that barely worked out. Okay, now we've stopped, though. Jesus Christ, did y'all see that? I completely messed up the reverser settings here on this plane. That really hasn't worked. But we did stop after all. I mean, you know, this plane is very, very tough, basically made for short runways. You know, this plane feels home at this kind of place. That was a very interesting landing for sure. Here we go. Now, that was a nice stop there. Of course, this flight here between these two islands are very, very important. Even though there are not too many people living here, it's, you know, it's just important to have a route, and, well, a flight that's 1 minute and 30 is, of course, a lot shorter than, you know, having a ferry fly here. Did I just say fly? I mean, ferry stuff, right? And that's basically the reason why this connection exists. And, well, what can I say? Logan Air has been operating this flight for quite some time now. It literally was established in 1967. You know, that was before the Concorde even came out. Okay, then, let's maybe try flying a different plane here. This is the South 340, the biggest plane that I would ever imagine to operate on a 500-meter long runway properly. Of course, Flyby also used to fly this plane. And you know, we all know that maybe they'll be back quite soon or something. So let's see if Flyby 2.0 will be able to fly their planes here. Maybe operate this flight. You know, this can fly up to like 30 passengers, which is a big increase, of course, compared to the Islander. And as you can see, this takeoff already worked out. The problem about these big planes, though, is, of course, they cannot pull very sharp bank angles, which is, you know, something very important for operating this flight here, because literally we are now already on approach here, but we're looking good. I think I can see the small runway, and I really like operating this flight. Isn't this fun? Actually, it must be pretty fun to be a pilot here, flying around the passengers between the two islands, even though I guess the pay must be horrible, especially if you get paid in flight hours, right? Oh damn. All right, let's go ahead and try getting this plane landed down here. We're coming in quite kamikaze. Yeah, this is not going to work out very smoothly. Oh, that has not gone very well. All right, maybe we did a pretty hard landing, but that's probably on my side here. Yeah, I mean, let's try a jet then. All right, E-135. Now, as cool as this short flight is, it's obviously not the most efficient way to get between two islands that are like less than a kilometer apart from each other. Or is that a kilometer? Maybe it's barely a kilometer. I mean, literally, I think there are rivers that are wider than this. No, of course, the most efficient way for this one would be building a bridge. And right now, there are consultations to build a bridge between all these little islands you can find here in Scotland. And that would be probably a better idea, even though this flight is very cool. Let's go. Oh, we have... Oh, sorry, cows. I got blown away a little bit now. Rest in peace. Alright, we're coming in good. Taking off. 90 knots, 100 knots. We can, I guess, take off. Oh, damn. Did you just see that? Oh, we were very close to crashing this plane. Now the sharp bank angle, because we were already coming in for an approach very, very soon. Oh, that's some stall warning there. Alright, and now we're already coming in for a landing. This plane is now quite a bit faster even than the Saab 340. So let's just see. See, we've already messed this up. This flight is so short that the jet will never be able to handle it just because it's so fast. Alright, then let's maybe reset this flight a little bit and just pretend that we did not put the gear up. You know, with this kind of short flight, it doesn't even make sense to put the gear up, to be honest. Like, what is the fuel saving difference, dude? Okay, let's go ahead now. Come on. Yeah. Yes, sir. That was good. That was good. Hard landing. Let's go ahead. Come on. We can stop. You can do it. ERJ 135. Uh-oh. Okay, then that did not work out. I mean, this is really harder than I thought. At least the ERJ could operate here. Come on, that was perfect. But we did not stop at all. All right, let's maybe try an F50 then. Come on. This is now really a savage plane. Let's go. You can do it, F50. I believe in you. Come on. Here we go. We're coming up. Come on, nose. There we go. We have left the ground. That's good. Let's leave the landing gear down, actually, because, you know, it doesn't really make sense to put it up. But this plane can transport quite a few passengers now. So, you know, maybe this could be a good alternative. So far, this turn has gone very well. Let's go ahead and turn all the way to the right because, you know, that runway of our destination, you know, Westray Airport is already coming up. We can see it down there. Oh, no. Let's ignore that hard landing. All right, let's try this again. Come on, we can do it. All right, F Anchor 50 coming down. We have some cows below us as well here. That's good. We're looking good. Let's come on, we can do it. Try to use that whole runway there. Kind of. Oh no. That's been a hard landing again. Oh no. Rest in peace, plane. But, well, actually, I don't think we need even this whole runway because this plane is probably able to stop anyway. We are stopping right now. That's pretty good. Or are we stopping? Why is this plane not stopping? We're not stopping properly. That hasn't worked, right? ATR. All right, ATR. Now this is now a plane that isn't particularly smaller than the F50, but maybe it has better runway performance or something. Let's maybe try operating from the other side now. French plane. Let's go ahead. Flaps coming down. We're gaining speed. 80 knots. Go ahead and take off. Please take off. Oh, wow, that was a tail strike. Okay, let's leave the landing gear down because we're already coming in for a landing here at Westray, Papa Westray Airport. Okay, let's go ahead. Come in for a sharp left turn. Very sharp one. While the flaps are all out because we don't want to gain too much speed because otherwise this will not particularly work out. Okay. Runway is down there. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, this is really a kamikaze landing again. Welcome to Swiss Air 1. Alright, that's been a little bit of a harder one as well. Rest in peace, ATR plane. But, there we go, we have stopped. I think we have found the biggest plane to be able to operate here. There we go. Now, what do I think about this flight? We're definitely going to do one in real life once COVID-19 is over. I want to film that, for sure. And so, yeah, guys, thank you for watching today's video. And I'll see you tomorrow. As always, good night. Now, thank you to all my members here on YouTube, like Mubarak, Block, Moritz, Deload, Toby, Cook, of course, Great Grandpa John, Mark, Leo, Philip, No You, Larry, Finn, M, Thomas, Riley Preston, Government Pasta, Will, Philip, Iscan V, Calamati, Airlines, Opalax, Cherry, and Cali Chaos. Thank you so much.